6 lucky numbers to focus and get rich on Saturday, July 19th, 2025 Buddhist teachings. Have you ever wondered why some days feel more aligned than others, when the right thought, the right choice, even the right opportunity just seems to arrive at the perfect time? What if I told you that certain numbers, when understood through the lens of Buddhist wisdom, aren't just lucky digits? They're powerful reminders. Reminders of clarity, of intention, of the hidden harmony between your actions and the energy of the universe. You see, in Buddhism, numbers hold more than mathematical value. They carry deep spiritual meaning. They're like quiet teachers, guiding us toward inner peace, sharper focus, and yes, even unexpected prosperity. So as we approach Saturday, July 19th, 2025, a day full of potential, I invite you to explore 6 powerful numbers, not for superstition, but for reflection. Each one holds a unique lesson that can help you focus your mind, align your spirit, and walk more confidently toward the wealth you seek, not just in your wallet, but in your well-being. This is not about gambling. This is not about wishful thinking. This is about transforming your mindset, tuning into a deeper rhythm, and making space for abundance to arrive through force, but through wisdom. Are you ready to shift your energy and walk into the day with purpose? Let's begin the journey of wisdom. 1. Number 94. The number 94 holds a quiet but powerful significance, especially when viewed through the lens of Buddhist wisdom. The number 9 is a sacred number in Buddhism, representing completion, wisdom, and the ripening of spiritual understanding. It is often seen as the closing step before full enlightenment, echoing the 9 qualities of the awakened mind. On the other hand, the number 4 symbolizes stability, balance, and the grounded nature of the 4 noble truths and the 4 directions, offering us a reminder to stay rooted in clarity no matter where life pulls us. When combined, 94 whispers a deeper message. The end of one chapter is not the end at all, but the beginning of something wiser and more stably, an awakening that arises from lessons learned. As the Buddha said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." So each morning on Saturday, July 19th, 2025, if you truly want to align your energy with prosperity and inner strength, begin with a quiet meditation. Sit for 5 to 10 minutes and breathe slowly. As your mind clears, visualize a gentle white light glowing from your forehead and repeat the number 94 in your heart, not as a superstition, but as a personal code of resilience and renewal. Stick a small note with 94 somewhere visible on your mirror, your laptop, even your wallet, and let it act as a subtle anchor, reminding you, I am starting strong on a solid foundation. And to turn this energy into results, engage in a goal clarity practice. Write down 9 meaningful goals that matter to your growth, your health, or your financial journey. And beneath each, list 4 small steps you can take right now, because wisdom is not just in grand visions, but in steady footsteps. Just as Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "The way to walk the path is to walk it with each step." This approach grounds your ambition in calm determination, allowing wealth not just of money, but of mind and spirit to flourish naturally in your life. In a fast-paced world where people seek shortcuts, the number 94 teaches us that true richness comes not only from sudden gains, but from strong roots and wise renewal. 2. Number 65. Let's talk about the number 65 and why it could be a powerful guide for you on Saturday, July 19th, 2025. In Buddhist teachings, the number 6 represents the 6 great virtues, good deeds, compassion, patience, diligence, meditation, and wisdom. These are not just spiritual ideals, they are real, practical tools you can apply in everyday life. The number 5, on the other hand, reflects the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth as well as your 5 senses. Together, 65 creates a beautiful harmony between your inner values and the outer world you live in. It's a reminder that true success comes when your heart and your habits work in sync. For example, take Jason, a small business owner in Oregon who felt stuck in stress and financial instability. After learning about 65, he started practicing 5-minute afternoon meditations, focusing on the balance between action and reflection. He also made a list each morning, 6 meaningful things to do for the day, and 5 ways to care for his senses, like walking in the forest, listening to calming music, or preparing meals slowly. Within weeks, he noticed not just more focus, but better client relationships and, surprisingly, more income. Could it be that when your inner self is steady, the world around you flows more easily? So, how can you bring that same balance into your life? Start by meditating in the afternoon, even just 5 minutes. Focus gently on your heart and repeat 65 in your mind as you imagine each of the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth coming together inside you. Then choose one sense to awaken each day. Take time to truly hear, see, taste, smell, or feel something with intention, and quietly repeat 65 as a way to link your awareness to wisdom. Finally, write down 6 tasks for the day that matter to your goals or well-being, and plan 5 ways to nurture your senses. This is more than just routine, it's your bridge between effort and peace. As the Buddha taught, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. The lesson here is clear: don't just chase wealth, cultivate balance. When your actions are rooted in inner values and your senses are awake to life, success naturally follows. 3. Number 7. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt a quiet pull toward a certain number, like it's trying to tell you something deeper? Let's explore the number 7 together, not just as a digit, but as a powerful spiritual symbol that could shift the way you think about luck, wealth, and your path forward. In many cultures across time, 7 has held a special place. 7 days in a week, 7 colors in a rainbow, and 7 wonders of the world. In Buddhism, it carries even more weight. After the Buddha reached enlightenment, he took exactly 7 steps. And from each of those steps, a lotus flower bloomed. That moment wasn't just poetic, it represented a new beginning, a complete awakening of truth, peace, and pure potential. So what does 7 mean for you right now? It's an invitation to reconnect with your own truth, to listen to your inner voice, and to align with a frequency that draws in both peace and prosperity. As the Buddha said, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. So tomorrow morning, take just a few moments to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and repeat the word 7 in your mind while imagining golden light surrounding your body. This isn't just meditation. It's a signal to the universe that you're tuned in. Write the number 7. Somewhere you'll see it often, maybe on your phone or your wallet, and let it remind you throughout the day that you are walking in alignment with wisdom and abundance. And before you sleep, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. Whisper 7 once more, and feel the calm that follows. It's not about superstition, it's about sharpening your focus and awakening your awareness. So let me ask you, when you hear about the number 7, what does it awaken in you? Can you feel even a small shift inside? If so, leave a 7 in the comments, not just as a number, but as a personal promise that you're open to the blessings life is offering. If you're still watching, you're already aligning yourself with powerful energies for Saturday, July 19th, 2025. These 6 lucky numbers, rooted in Buddhist wisdom, are more than chance, they're keys to clarity and abundance. Comment focused wealth below to affirm your intention to welcome prosperity into your life. Stay with us until the end. There's more insight ahead that could shift your path toward financial success. 4. Number 38. Number 38 is not just a number, it's a key to unlocking your inner power and stepping into a life of greater abundance, clarity, and joy. If you've already started your journey of transformation with the energy of 43, then 38 takes you deeper into the territory of real breakthroughs, the kind that reshape your life from the inside out. In Buddhist symbolism, the number 3 represents the vital harmony between body, mind, and spirit. When these three are balanced, we feel aligned, healthy, and aware. The number 8, often seen as a symbol of infinity and prosperity, reminds us that abundance is not just financial, it's spiritual, emotional, and mental too. When 3 and 8 come together as 38, they form a sacred vibration that calls forth infinite energy through inner balance. It's this powerful alignment that allows certain people to seem as if they attract success without effort. In truth, they've simply learned how to sync their energy with the natural rhythm of the universe. As the Buddha once said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." This teaching is reflected in how we use the energy of 38. Start your day by gently waking your body with deep, mindful breaths. As you breathe, repeat 38 silently, letting its vibration move through you like a golden wave, stirring every dream, goal, and part of you that's been waiting to rise. Next, write down your 3 biggest life goals, not the small ones, but the ones your heart truly longs for. Under each goal, list 8 simple actions you can take today to move closer. These small steps become powerful when done with belief and intention. And as we approach special days like Saturday, July 19th, 2025, consider speaking 38 aloud with a calm and focused mind, seeing your goals vividly, and trusting that the universe is already responding. In modern life, we often forget the power of stillness and the strength in clarity. But teachings like these bring us back to center. Success isn't random, it's the result of inner harmony meeting purposeful action. So stay centered, trust the energy you're cultivating, and remember the wisdom of Dogen Zenji. A flower falls, even though we love it, and a weed grows, even though we do not love it. Meaning, embrace both effort and surrender. That is the secret path to lasting prosperity. 5. Number 43. Number 43 may look simple, but it holds a quiet power that could be the breakthrough you've been searching for. Think of it like this. If 7 is the first door you walk through on your journey toward wealth, then 43 is the key that swings that door wide open, revealing not just opportunity, but transformation. In Buddhist philosophy, nothing is random every number. Every moment, every shift carries meaning. 43 represents change, renewal, and powerful turning points. It's the bridge between your current life and the one you've always wanted, richer, not just in money, but in peace, clarity, and fulfillment. The Buddha taught that everything changes, and that truth is the heartbeat of this number. Are you ready to embrace change, not as something to fear, but as the very path to prosperity? I once heard a story about a woman named Claire from Ohio who had been stuck in the same job for over 10 years. One morning, after hearing about the number 43 in a meditation group, she started writing it on a sticky note and kept it in her wallet. She did the morning practice envisioning a bridge made of golden light and silently repeating 43 each morning with her coffee. Over time, she found the courage to apply for a better position. Not only did she land it, but it paid nearly double and allowed her more time with her kids. She said the number gave her a sense of alignment and direction, a symbol that she was ready to transform, not just hope. So ask yourself, What part of your life is calling for renewal right now? What fears are still holding you at the edge of the bridge? As you wake up tomorrow, try this: close your eyes, breathe deeply, and whisper 43 as you picture a glowing path forming step by step beneath your feet. Then write it down, carry it with you, and let it remind you daily you are moving forward. And on days like Saturday, July 19th, take time to write down the 3 things you most want to change. Be bold, even if they seem far off, and speak 43 with belief. Because when your mind starts to shift, your world does too. The message of 43 is this: transformation isn't a dream, it's a choice. All it takes is one brave step at a time. 6. Number 66. Number 66 isn't just a number, it's a spiritual key. And today, I want you to see it as a door you're meant to walk through. In Buddhist philosophy, 6 is more than a digit. It symbolizes the 6 perfections or paramitas that guide us toward enlightenment: generosity, morality, patience, diligence, meditation, and wisdom. Now, when this number is doubled, becoming 66, its power is magnified, creating a force of transformation that reaches across every part of your life, from financial well-being to emotional peace, spiritual depth, and inner clarity. You might be wondering, how can a number help me change my life? The truth is, it's not just about the number, it's about the energy and meaning you choose to activate within it. As the Buddha taught, with our thoughts, we make the world. So let's start there. Each morning, before the sun rises, take a few quiet breaths. Visualize a golden stream flowing from the universe into your heart, filling you with warmth and abundance. And as you do, silently repeat 66. This isn't magic, it's mindfulness. It's focus. It's a reminder that you're part of something greater. At night, write 66 on a small slip of paper and place it under your pillow, allowing your subconscious to align with that same abundance while you rest. And on a powerful day like Saturday, July 19th, connect more deeply by writing down 6 things you're genuinely thankful for and 6 bold goals for your future. As you write, feel every word come alive with intention and possibility. Now let me ask you, what does prosperity look like to you? Is it financial freedom, inner peace, a stronger sense of purpose? Whatever it is, number 66 reminds us that real wealth starts within. And when you cultivate these 6 virtues in your daily life, abundance begins to flow effortlessly. Stay open, stay grounded, and remember this teaching from Shantideva. May I become at all times, both now and forever, a protector for those without protection, a guide for those who have lost their way. When we live by virtue, we don't just get rich, we become a blessing to the world around us. Now that you know the 6 lucky numbers for Saturday, July 19th, 2025, which one do you feel most connected to? Comment below with the number that resonates with you the most, and write "calling in luck" to let the universe know you're ready to receive. And don't go anywhere, the next part is where the real magic begins. We're about to share bonus Buddhist-inspired practices that can unlock lasting luck and wealth in your life. Let's dive deeper into the path of mindful prosperity. Bonus: practices that will make you lucky and wealthy. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract luck and money effortlessly while others struggle no matter how hard they try? It's not magic, and it's not just hard work either. There's something deeper, something timeless. For thousands of years, wisdom traditions like Buddhism have quietly taught simple practices that unlock both inner peace and outer success. Now, we're diving into 7 powerful habits that can help you become not only wealthier, but also luckier, calmer, and more fulfilled. Ready to shift your energy and transform your life? Let's begin the journey of wisdom. Number 1. Give without expecting return. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to attract good fortune and opportunities with ease, while others always seem to struggle no matter how hard they work? It might surprise you, but one of the most powerful and overlooked practices for becoming both lucky and wealthy begins with a very simple principle: give without expecting anything in return. Generosity, known in Buddhist tradition as dana, isn't just about money, it's about the heart. It's the practice of letting go of clinging and offering what you have, whether it's your time, your kindness, your energy, or even your smile. As the Buddha once said, "If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it." This isn't just poetic wisdom, it's a profound truth that transforms lives. Think about it this way. Every time you give freely, without strings attached, you're planting seeds in the garden of life. Those seeds don't always sprout immediately or from the place you expect, but life has a mysterious way of returning goodness to those who offer it. It could be a stranger helping you in a moment of need, an unexpected job offer, or simply the peace that comes from knowing you've lightened someone's burden. Generosity creates a cycle of abundance because it shifts your mindset from scarcity, "I don't have enough," to sufficiency, "I have something to share." And in that shift, your world begins to open. So, how can you make generosity a part of your everyday life? It starts small. Can you set aside a few dollars each week to help someone without expecting anything back? Can you listen deeply to a friend without trying to solve their problems, just to be present for them? Can you offer a word of encouragement to someone who's struggling, even when your own day hasn't been easy? When we give with joy instead of obligation, the energy of that action multiplies it, ripples out into the world, and often returns in unexpected blessings. As one Zen saying goes, "Giving is not just about making a donation, it is about making a difference." Let me ask you this. What's something you have right now, no matter how small, that you could give to someone today? Not for recognition, not to get something back, but just to keep the flow of compassion moving. Because the truth is, wealth doesn't begin in your bank account. It begins in your heart. And the luck you seek? It often finds those who quietly make others feel a little more seen, a little more loved, and a little less alone. So, as you go about your day, remember this gentle wisdom. Give, not because you have to, but because when you do, you become a channel through which goodness flows back into the world and back to you. Number 2, speak and act truthfully. Speaking and acting truthfully is one of the most powerful yet underrated practices for creating a life filled with both good fortune and meaningful success. In a world that often rewards quick wins, shortcuts, and surface-level success, it can be tempting to stretch the truth, cut corners, or speak in ways that get us ahead, at least temporarily. But here's the quiet truth that time always reveals. Dishonesty may bring short-term gains, but it always leaves behind long-term damage. Whether it's broken trust in a relationship, guilt that lingers quietly in the background, or the invisible weight of karma, what we say and do creates the foundation for the life we build. The Buddha taught, "The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood." This speaks to the unseen power of words and how they can either heal or harm. The practice of right speech and right action too steps on the Eightfold Paths, not about being rigid or perfect. It's about aligning your behavior with values that actually lead to peace, integrity, and deeper connection. When your speech is rooted in honesty and your actions come from a place of kindness and ethics, people begin to trust you not just superficially, but deeply. And trust is a kind of currency that opens doors, creates lasting partnerships, and builds a solid reputation that no amount of money can buy. In our modern world, where reputation is everything and information moves fast, Being a person who keeps their word and operates with genuine intent is not just admirable, it's rare and deeply valuable. The famous philosopher Confucius once said, "The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home." In the same way, the strength of your wealth and well-being comes from the integrity of your daily actions. So ask yourself, are your words building bridges or burning them? Are your actions in private something you'd be proud of in public? Number 3. Practice gratitude every day. Practicing gratitude every day might seem like a small habit, but it's one of the most powerful tools you have for inviting both luck and lasting wealth into your life. You see, when you start to truly appreciate what you already have, your health, your family, a roof over your head, the simple joy of sunlight coming through the window, you start to feel full instead of empty, grounded instead of scattered. Gratitude shifts your energy from lack to abundance, and in doing so, it changes the way you experience the world around you. Opportunities that you might have overlooked before suddenly stand out. Challenges feel more manageable. People are drawn to your calm, appreciative presence. There's a saying that captures this well: gratitude turns what we have into enough. And the beauty of it is that it doesn't require wealth, success, or even perfect circumstances to begin. It starts right now, with what's already in front of you. So how do you practice it in a way that makes a real difference? Try starting or ending each day by writing down just 3 things you're grateful for. Don't wait for big moments or grand victories. Look for the small gifts: a stranger holding the door for you, the warmth of your morning coffee, a loved one's voice on the phone. When you train your mind to focus on what's working, what's good, and what's enough, you slowly start to attract more of that into your life. The Buddha once said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little." This wisdom reminds us that even on hard days, there's still something to appreciate. Let me ask you, what's one thing today that made you smile, even if just for a second? What can you hold in your heart right now and say, "Thank you"? The more you give energy to what you have, the more you open yourself up to receive. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring what's difficult. It means not allowing what's missing to blind you from what's already here. In the long run, wealth is not only about money or possessions, it's also about peace of mind, contentment, and connection. So today, begin with a simple thank you, and watch how life quietly begins to return the favor. If this message touched your heart even just a little, I invite you to pause and take a breath and leave a simple comment below. Today, I'm grateful for this moment. No need to think too much. Just write it. Let this be your small act of mindfulness today. Number 4. Develop discipline. Let's talk about something that many people overlook when they think about becoming lucky and wealthy: discipline. Not the rigid, joyless kind, but the kind of steady, mindful effort that builds real results over time. It's easy to admire someone who seems lucky or successful, but what we often don't see is the quiet discipline that brought them there. Whether it's saving a portion of income, learning a skill, showing up for work with a clear mind, or making small sacrifices for a bigger dream, these daily actions, repeated with patience and mindfulness, create the foundation for abundance. The Buddha spoke of right effort, which means putting your energy into actions that lead to growth and liberation, while avoiding distractions that drain you. It's not about working endlessly, it's about working wisely and with heart. There's an old saying that captures this idea perfectly: luck favors the prepared mind. So ask yourself, how are you preparing your life today for the opportunities that may come tomorrow? Think of bamboo, for example. It spends years growing unseen beneath the soil, building its roots quietly. Then, when the time is right, it shoots up rapidly, sometimes growing feet in just days. Most people want the rapid growth, the success, the wealth, but they don't want the unseen years of patient effort. That's where discipline comes in. You don't need to make huge changes overnight. Start with small daily habits, saving just 10% of what you earn, reading one page of a good book each morning, practicing 10 minutes of mindfulness, or taking a quiet walk to clear your thoughts. These habits may seem small, even unimportant, but done consistently, they change who you become. They turn you into someone who is focused, calm, and ready. The great Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "Smile, breathe, and go slowly." This isn't just a calming thought, it's a guide for how to build something meaningful over time. So I ask you now, what's one habit you could start today that your future self will thank you for? Don't wait for motivation to come knocking. Create your own momentum, one step at a time. Because in the end, it's not luck alone that leads to wealth, it's the discipline to keep going, even when no one is watching, and the mindfulness to do it with intention and joy. Number 5. Associate with wise and uplifting people. One of the most powerful and often overlooked practices that can bring both luck and long-term wealth into your life is choosing the right people to spend your time with. It might sound simple, even obvious, but the people you surround yourself with shape your mindset, influence your habits, and quietly affect the direction your life takes. There's an old truth from the Dhammapada that says, if you spend time with the wise, you become wise. If you spend time with fools, your own wisdom disappears. This isn't just a philosophical idea, it's a practical warning and a timeless invitation. Think about the people in your life right now. Do they challenge you to grow? Do they speak truth with kindness? Do they make you feel lighter, more focused, and more grounded in who you want to become? Or do they drain your energy, fill your thoughts with doubt, or encourage choices that pull you off your path? You see, your environment isn't just where you live, it's also who you let into your inner world. If you're surrounded by people who are always negative, complaining, blaming others, or chasing superficial things, it's only a matter of time before that energy rubs off on you. But when you're around those who live with purpose, speak with care, and treat others with respect, your own life begins to shift in the same direction. It's not about status or titles, it's about character. True wealth starts with wisdom, not just with money. And wise people tend to bring a kind of calm motivation that helps you see more clearly, act more patiently, and make decisions that lead to lasting success. Even if you're in a difficult season, being around uplifting people can change everything because they remind you of what you're capable of and gently guide you back to your values when you forget. So what can you do to make this part of your everyday life? Start by noticing who makes you feel strong, clear, and inspired, and who does the opposite. Spend more time in conversations that uplift rather than gossip, environments that support growth rather than distraction. If you can't find those people around you physically, seek them through books, podcasts, teachings, or online communities. As the Buddha said, an insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. This is why it's essential to choose your circle carefully. Let me ask you, who are the people in your life that lift you up, and who might be quietly holding you back? What kind of energy do you want to carry forward? The lesson here is simple but deep. Your success, peace of mind, and even your luck are deeply connected to who walks beside you. Surround yourself with people who reflect the values you want to live by, and you'll find that clarity, wealth, and opportunity begin to show up more often, not because of magic, but because your environment is finally working with you, not against you. Number 6. Meditate and reflect, often. A quiet and settled mind holds the power to change not just how we feel inside, but how we respond to the world around us. And this shift can open doors to unexpected opportunities. In a world that constantly demands our attention, where notifications, deadlines, and distractions crowd our mental space, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Meditation, even if practiced for just 10 minutes a day, serves as a gentle reset for the mind and body. It brings us back to our center, back to the present moment, and allows us to move through life with clarity instead of confusion. When we sit quietly and watch the breath, we're not just doing a spiritual activity, we're training ourselves to become aware, calm, and focused. These are the same qualities that make us more capable of spotting good chances in life, whether in career, relationships, or personal growth, and more prepared to avoid impulsive decisions or emotional traps. As the Buddhist saying goes, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. That inner peace, cultivated daily through stillness, becomes the foundation of outer success. In today's modern life, where busyness is worn like a badge of honor, stepping back for even a few minutes can feel counterintuitive, but that's exactly why it's so powerful. When your inner world is calm, your outer world tends to follow. Just like muddy water settles when left undisturbed, your thoughts and emotions settle too, allowing the truth to rise to the surface. This is not just about feeling better, it's about being sharper, wiser, and more present for the real opportunities that matter. Lao Tzu once said, "To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders." And in many ways, life responds better to those who are calm and clear than to those who are constantly pushing without direction. Meditation helps you live intentionally instead of reactively, turning you into someone who draws wealth and luck, not by chasing it, but by becoming aligned with the flow of life. So the next time you feel overwhelmed or uncertain, instead of reaching for your phone or seeking distraction, just sit, breathe, and listen inwardly. That simple habit, practiced consistently, has changed countless lives. It may not look like a grand gesture on the outside, but the most profound transformations often begin in silence. As modern neuroscience now supports, regular meditation rewires the brain for resilience, empathy, and decision-making, all keys to lasting prosperity. And when combined with reflection, taking a few moments to ask yourself what truly matters, what you're grateful for, and where you want to go, you create a space where intuition grows and wisdom naturally arises. This is the kind of practice that doesn't just make you feel lucky, it makes you ready for the luck that life offers. And there you have its 6 powerful numbers, each carrying a deeper message of wisdom, balance, and potential wealth, not just in your bank account, but in your heart and mind. Remember, these numbers are not magic spells, they're reminders. Reminders to live with clarity, to act with intention, and to align your energy with what truly matters. Whether it's through mindful actions, quiet meditation, or simply believing in your own growth. Saturday, July 19th, 2025, can be the beginning of something meaningful. If this video inspired you or helped shift your perspective, please like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next video filled with insights, stories, and practices to help you grow richer in every sense of the word. Until next time, stay mindful, stay kind, and may wisdom walk with you always.